Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Check the Score podcast. Today I'm joined by, it's actually a returning guest, but he was on one of the episodes with Harry and Josh. It's Nathan, first time on the video set. What do we think?
Pretty cool setup.
But yeah,
Loving the camera.
Yeah, obviously, there's been a lot going on in football. Premier League started back up. Women's World Cup finished last night. What do we think of the tournament?
It was great. Especially in Australia. Like, I think every woman that I know, like I work at Woolies, every woman that I know at Woolies was saying how behind it they're getting. Especially one lady, Michelle, never watched a game of soccer in her life. And she was telling me that when they got into the quarterfinals, she was saying how she was screaming at the TV. So I think it was awesome for promoting the sport, especially because I know locally that women's soccer has an issue with fielding players.
Yeah.
So it's great, I think.
I know, locally that there's been a history of struggle to get referees. That's probably a big issue for them. Like, they just don't have the draw as much as obviously men's football's been around for quite some time longer. And yeah, but it's clear to see there is a good product there and people will get behind it. Like, the Matildas, they broke the broadcasting record.
What was it in the semis? Did you see that stat? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
What was it?
11 point something million.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's the biggest
in Australia or just worldwide?
Channel 7.
That's crazy. That's close to half.
That's a Channel 7 stat. That's not a broadcasting. That's not even including Optus watches.
Really?
That's not including live site watches. Like, if you're in the stadium or at Tumbalong Park or in the SCG watching it,
at Gledswood Hills. That's where I was.
Gledswood Hills at the pub.
Hills.
Yeah. But yeah, nowhere around there were those numbers recorded. It's just the Channel 7.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest number since the numbers were actually recorded. Which was in, I think, the early 2000s.
Damn.
And I think the biggest before that was when Kathy Freeman did the 100-meter sprint in the Olympics.
Yeah.
In Sydney.
Did you see she visited them?
Yeah, well, one of the live sites was Kathy Freeman Park.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool too.
Pretty cracker.
They're getting a statue built. Have you seen that?
For Kathy?
No, for the Matildas.
No, why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not why, but where?
Outside of Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane.
Sick.
Yeah. And
they actually deserve it so much.
Yeah, they've done the country proud. And also they're doing a mural on a court. You know how they have the images of the teams and stuff out on the stadium, almost like a wrap. They're getting the Matildas on the stadium.
Just all around the whole thing, or just on one wall?
No, I think it's just on one wall.
Yeah,
but yeah,
cool.
It's a nice touch, and even when I went to the game on Wednesday night, the England game, Australia versus England, and there was a mural inside the corridors, and I think it was Ellie Carpenter. I'm pretty sure. I'll put a video on the screen of it now. I think I've got a video of it on my phone, but it was really nice touch. And yeah, it was sad to see him get knocked out, and then they lost to Sweden as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about Ellie Carpenter in the semi? She was disappointing.
I mean,
to say the least.
Yeah, she is a good player, but man, that was.
Yeah, well, she during that game she could do everything but defend. She could dribble it down the line. She could pass the ball. And
then Gustavsson played as centre back for the last 10 minutes. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't realize for the first 5 minutes where Alana Kennedy was, and then someone checked it on their phone and saw that. I was like, oh my god, this is not good.
Except I actually think Alana Kennedy. She's our best centre half. I've come to the conclusion, but she's still not very good.
Yeah, I know, but
she has so many errors in her. It's not even funny.
I know, but considering she's our best, we still needed her.
Yeah,
that was the issue.
I was keen to see how Polkinghorne did, but it was no.
I was keen to see Lauren Hemp lose in the grand final.
Oh, I was so happy.
Jesus Christ, I hate that woman.
I was so happy they lost.
Yeah,
I was a few of my mates know, and a few of the people that have been on the podcast know, I've actually been working at the Women's World Cup. And last night I was in the mix zone, which is where the players and the journos, they interact. And all the England players were walking through. They were the first team, because obviously Spain were on the field celebrating with the trophy and their families. England players walked through. And the first two that walked through were Lauren Hemp and Lauren James.
Did you say anything?
Nah, just they were heads down. They didn't want to even speak to anyone. They were just heads down, kept walking.
Wah.
Yeah. Someone who did show some good sportsmanship was England captain Millie Bright. She was top tier with the journos last night.
Mm.
Yeah. Talking on behalf of her teammates, I basically wouldn't talk. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, she was good. I was really surprised that they subbed off Russo at halftime. She's so good.
Yeah, I didn't think she was doing too bad as well.
But yeah, no, and they subbed her off, and I was like, a bit confused, you know?
Yeah. Did you see the kiss between the president?
Yes,
and Matt?
people are having a mad go about that, eh?
I think the player can defend herself. I don't think people.
But she hasn't
really-
said anything. Like
She said, yeah, I didn't really like that. She said it to a reporter right after. She said something in Spanish. It's probably roughly translated.
it's funny because I actually saw her getting interviewed.
Probably-
Because she was down there,
Yeah.
and I saw like
Was it in Spanish?
yes,
Yeah, it was probably very roughly translated, but she said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I didn't enjoy that."
yeah. You
So-
should have seen Alexia Putellas getting interviewed, bro. The swarms. It was literally like a mosh pit around this chick. Like 'cause she's like the best female football player. Her and like Sam Kerr are, like one.
Is that the one that got subbed on at the end?
Yeah, because she's done an ACL.
Oh, I was like, what? I heard. Sorry, I don't know too much about women's football, but this World Cup really got me into it.
Me too.
When it said women's Ballon d'Or winner coming off the bench, I was like, what?
Yeah, no,
Like, is that crazy?
ACL injuries. She's had she's basically playing with one leg.
Yeah, I assume there was a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I was talking to someone last night who's a lot more fond on women's football than I am, and she said, I'd take Alexia Putellas on one leg better more so than I'd take a lot of players on two. Like that's how good she is apparently compared to the rest at least. Like she's a really good player, and
Mate, hopefully Sam Kerr's starting to get up there.
Yeah.
Did you see a FIFA rating?
91 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like tied top.
What a gun!
What a gun.
Yeah. Also,
queen.
speaking of Sam Kerr, what about her screamer?
Yeah, that was pretty nuts.
That was insane. I was sat in the corner where she celebrated, and it didn't look that far out. Like from where she actually cracked it from, it probably looked just outside 18 when in reality it was probably 25 yards,
Yeah.
25, 30, around there.
She had no right hitting that, especially with Caitlin Ford on the left.
I was waiting for the support
Jesus
runner for her to
Christ.
tap it on. I'm like, where's the support? And then,
Caitlin Ford was right there, and both the players ran straight to Sam Kerr. She had so much space. She had no right to hit it, but what a hit. It was
Yeah.
so sick.
and then in my head, the way I was thinking about it is like, she's probably, the thought in her head is, I don't back anyone else more to take this shot than myself, so I'm going to hit it.
Yeah, she should.
Like,
It's just such a disappointing right after that, though.
Yeah.
When bloody Hemp was right behind Carpenter, like hustling her into the box, and she just didn't clear it. That was like the main issue, I think, with our squad.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to clear the ball.
there are some good England players, though. As much as I didn't want them to win last night, there are some good ones. Like Chloe Kelly, she's really good.
Yeah.
Her and Toon.
She got such a punchable face, that Chloe Kelly, though. I hate when we were versing them and she did that, she got that second ball on the field towards the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that pissed me off so much. I don't know, I've never seen someone time waste like that.
Well,
getting a second ball
Well,
on
it
the
was so
field.
funny because England were complaining about Spain's time wasting last night.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother,
Karma.
you did it in the semi-final from the 50th minute onwards, basically.
Karma, 100%. Karma, 100%.
Yeah. And Serena Weigmann, 2 World Cup finals and 0 trophies to show from it. 'Cause she made the World Cup final with the Netherlands in 2019, the women's Netherlands team.
Is that the coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she made it with England.
Thank God. I don't like her. The look on her face as well when she was like, when Sam Kerr scored it, I was like, oh yeah. Get
Yeah.
that up,
Yeah.
I thought they were going to get the trifecta.
I thought that
over
was
the
it.
English.
I thought that was it. I'm like, that is a huge shift. Like, we had no right to be scoring at that point in the game. Like, England were playing all over us. And just against the run of play, we score. And I'm like, all right, this is now when we got to capitalize. And then they score. I'm like, oh, like seriously.
It went so crazy. I was just at a pub, at Gledswood Hills, and it went so crazy. Drinks were flying everywhere. And then 5 minutes later, when they scored a goal, someone pegged a beer bottle at the screen.
No!
And everyone was like, what the hell? Like, at Ellie Carpenter. Like, that was so bad. Ugh, it's just so many mixed emotions
So I
that
threw a
night.
bottle at the screen.
I know, it was so dumb. So many mixed emotions that night.
Yeah. I think it's been a good run, but now it's time to really capitalize and put some founding establishments in place for football in this country. There's a supporter base there, whether it be for men's or women's football. Just do something, grow this game. It's clear that fans will come out if it's a good product.
I hope the national second division can do that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that guy on TikTok that?
Yes.
That rating the B League or whatever.
He's so good.
He gives me so much insight. I'm like, wow, I had no idea. Like Arpia was like not that good at hosting.
Yeah, no, because I thought the same thing. I'm like, Arpia's a good team, and he's like, Arpia ground mid, basically. I'm like, damn.
I give it a 6. The hot dogs 8 though. Like that's sick.
But yeah, no. Any other notable mentions from the Women's World Cup? Can we talk about that game with France real quick? The Australia versus France game.
Just the penalties or the whole game?
Just the penalties part, basically. The game was good, but the penalties was just like.
Can I paint a picture? I was with my partner watching the game. Her little brother has to go to Macca's like for work.
No.
And then it ticks over to extra time, and we're like, oh my god, we're gonna have to leave soon to take him. Oh my god. And then it ticks over right to penalty shootouts. About the first 5 of each team had been taken, and I was like, it could finish by then. We can just wait, and it hadn't. So I was like, all right, we got to go. And I'm in the car. My partner's driving, and and every time when Mackenzie Arnold made that save, she almost crashed because I was like, oh my god. And then she was like, oh my god, what happened? What happened? And Mackenzie Arnold saved, and then I'm like, oh my god, she's taking the kick. Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. And then she missed. I was like, oh.
Yeah, she cracked it into the post.
Yeah, I was like, far out. Wow. So many emotions during that shootout. And then we finally parked up in the Macca's car park. Her brother walked out, and then 2 minutes after, we're just like, yeah. So good.
Sorry, you keep going.
No, sorry. And this car next to us was just like, what is going on in there? Oh, and I was thinking in my head, as if they're not watching.
Yeah, as if they don't have a clue.
Not watching.
It's like, all right, if you're not watching it, fair, but surely you have a clue the game is going on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I was just watching it here with my dad, and I kid you not, I could have like easily had like a heart attack. Like it was just like crazy. It's like we have the kick to win it, post. We have the kick to win it, saved.
They have the kick to win it, saved.
Jesus like literally, Christ. I'm just like, yeah. It's like even Claire Hunt when she stepped up after Arnold had the shot to win it. And I'm like, she just has to score. That's all she has to do. And then when we saved it, and then it got disallowed because she was off the line, and then she went back and then saved it again. Or did it hit it? No, it hit the post. Yeah. I'm like, it's destiny. Like we have to win now. Yeah. Like we have to.
I had full faith against England before we kicked off. I was like, there's no way England are the favourites. I was dead set thinking after watching their game before.
No Lauren James as well.
Against Colombia. Oh my god, they sucked against Colombia, didn't it?
Yeah.
Anyone watched that game?
They sucked against Nigeria as well, and we sucked against them too, but they were awful against Nigeria as well. Yeah. And I'm like, there's no way we should be winning this.
Yeah.
I had a cheeky multi on that night. 5 legs, 4 legs up, 1 leg lost.
What was the leg? Australia winning.
Australia to win. So sad. Russo to score, Sam Kerr to score.
That's the issue. It was this guy's fault that we lost. Put Russo to score in his multi. You almost willed it, bro.
Brother.
Hey.
Anyway,
the Ireland game was cool.
I was there. I was working at that one. That was cool.
I know. This guy was working at every single one.
I worked at every Sydney Matildas game.
I remember when you told me that you're volunteering, I was like, what? That's so cringe. Well, why would you want to volunteer at like a soccer game? Like that sounds so boring. Where you could just watch it at home with the boys, bro. And then you sent me a photo at the first one against Ireland where I couldn't get tickets, no matter how hard I tried. Like months ago, I couldn't get them. And you just sent me a photo like right next to the pitch. I was like, what? Why did I not volunteer?
It was so cracker as well.
Why did I not volunteer?
Yeah, so I worked at the Ireland game. I got on the pitch for the Denmark game next to Sam Kerr.
There's get that on the screen.
Yeah, I'll put that on the screen.
That video.
There's a video of me next to Sam Kerr. She's warming up.
She actually told him that how keen she was for the next episode of Hosh Talk.
Exactly. That's how that was the promotion. That was she gave me an ad right there and then. Yeah. She should come on. Sam, get on the pod.
Get over here.
But yeah, no, the Denmark game was cool. I was actually stationed on the pitch for that game. So like I was like basically there for most of the 90 minutes. Even the England game I was on the pitch for, and I met Ian Wright, and that was like pinching myself moment. It's like bloody hell.
Legend.
But yeah, no, yeah, the games were really good. The whole tournament was really good. I actually, coming into it, I knew it was going to be good, but it's been better than I thought. Like, I won't lie. Like, I've been passive with women's football over the years, but this tournament's really like shown me there's something real here. Like, there's something that, is not going to go away. It's going to be ingrained in sports culture now. How people talk about Kathy Freeman, we'll now talk about the Matildas in the same vein. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I remember like I'll support anything that Australia is playing in that's like legit.
Yeah.
There's not many sports that I won't watch if Australia is like doing something good in, because I don't know, just proud. But when it comes to like soccer, you always like have the thing in the back of your head, oh, like we suck.
Yeah.
Like it's really
and it's like
really
finally
hard.
We have a code where we're actually half decent.
I was so excited for this World Cup for the main reason the women's are pretty good. When it like in respect to like the rest of the women, Australia is like up there.
I think they're 9 or 10.
Yeah.
But after this, the coefficient will change after this tournament.
They're basically fourth now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think we'll be inside the top 5.
Yeah, because like that's so I don't know. I just feel so proud, so cool.
Yeah, no, I am proud as well. Anyway, I think we can wrap up the Women's World Cup segment there, and we'll take a cut, and we'll be right back.
United.
We're back, and
Gosh.
the Premier League started, as we've mentioned with Bailey. We did a little preview before the Prem started, and now it's been almost 2 match weeks. I think Arsenal play tonight, and that's the last game for match week 2. What are our thoughts so far?
Brighton, they're so good.
Yeah, they just lose players and just replenish. Like,
Where'd that come from? Matoma is so nuts.
Well, City were linked with him ages ago, and I don't know why they just haven't gone and picked him up as a Mahrez replacement or something.
Can we not do that, bro? I'm so sick of City just taking every bit of talent. It's so boring.
It's like Foden doesn't even get game time for them. Like, how on earth does that happen?
What about KDB getting injured?
Yeah, that's pretty nuts. Like, and they're not going to replace him either.
Did you watch the Man City game?
No, I didn't.
Did you watch the highlights at least?
What, of the one this week?
Yeah,
Against
where Foden was basically playing cam.
No.
He did a bloody awesome job.
Yeah, because it's Phil Foden. Phil Foden is like, I think Bailey and I have spoken about this, and we say he's the like least English like player. Like, the way he plays is not like the English mold. He's just so like techie and like he's such a South American styled player.
Yeah,
he's got like techers basically.
I reckon plays a bit like David Silva for Man City.
I mean, he was kind of understudy for David Silva as well, like when he was at City. But yeah, I think it's even clear to see that City are just going to win the league again. They're going to waltz it.
Nah.
They just are though. Like, I'm literally wearing a Manchester United top, and I'm saying it. Like, it's just going to happen.
Did you watch your game against Tottenham? I watched
the first half and turned it off because I was so tired.
What about that Bruno header in the 6-yard box?
We should have got a penalty in the first half.
What about the Bruno header in the 6-yard box? That was crazy. I've never seen a professional footballer miss that. That was ridiculous.
We should have got a penalty in the first half though. There was a handball in the box and it didn't get called. But you know what? I hate Spurs. Absolutely hate Spurs. But I just love Ange Postecoglou.
Ange Postecoglou masterclass.
It's Ange ball is in full flow. Did you see all the Spurs fans after the game?
What, like saying they were loving him?
Yeah.
But last week they were saying how they hated him.
I don't think so. Not last week.
Against
Brentford. But they played well against Brentford. I watched that game. They played so well. James Maddison ran the show.
I thought the only positive comments about Ange Postecoglou was the Australian people commenting. Australian Spurs fans saying, "No, just give him time, boys."
You got to give him time. You can't be like, one game, yeah, he's rubbish, get him out. You know what I mean? Like,
your club's had a history of doing that.
Not really. Not one game.
Ollie is at the wheel.
Ollie lasted 2.5 seasons.
No, mate before him. Forget his name.
Mourinho.
Wasn't there someone in between?
No.
No, I'm just talking about my ass.
There was... So since Ferguson, it's been Moyes. Then it was Van Gaal. Then it was Mourinho. Then Ollie. Then, obviously, there was like that little transition period where we had like a bunch of managers. We had like Carrick. And then we had Ralph Rangnick. And then now we have Ten Hag.
Ten Hag masterclass, bro.
Everyone's going on about it's like Ange Postecoglou's already achieved more at Spurs than Ten Hag has at United, and Ten Hag has spent 400 million pounds. Whoever's saying that, shut up, like please. United.
Has he won silverware? Ten Hag?
Yeah, he won it. He won a Carabao Cup.
Does that count?
When
Does it count, guys?
when Liverpool won it, you guys were literally going nuts.
Yeah, because it meant something that year.
Fuck off. Literally going nuts when you guys won the FA Cup.
FA Cup.
Sorry.
Or the Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. The League Cup. But yeah, Ten Hag. Just wait. Just give it a little bit. Like
Even
Mount's, adapting. We're yet to get Rasmus Højlund. We don't really have a proper number 9. Rashford cannot play up front at all. Like you can literally see it from that Spurs game alone. He just can't finish his dinner.
Yeah.
Off that left, he's so much more effective. Which is way more effective. Even when we played Wolves in the first week, Rashford moved out wide for like 15 minutes, and he just looks so much more dangerous.
I agree. I don't know why they keep putting him there.
Yeah. I know Martial's not fit, but literally, even just like, I don't know, throw Garnacho up front, see what happens. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's all right. I actually don't mind him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I actually don't mind him.
Yeah, it's like, even like, I don't even care. Just throw Sancho up front. Like, literally just throw him up front, see what happens. Because genuinely, I'd rather have someone in their most comfortable position who's probably one of our most threatening players than play him in an uncomfortable position and play someone who's not as good in his position. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's just dumb. It's like Gakpo at the moment playing in midfield for Liverpool. Like, I don't get it. Why is he getting played in midfield?
Yeah, it's hard because we've got a lot of good forwards now.
Yeah, well, you got Jota, Diaz, Salah, Nunez, Gakpo. They're your 5. Like, that's
stacked.
That's a pretty, like, stacked 5.
Wait, he just said Nunez is stacked. A year ago, this guy was hating on Nunez. Oh my god, Nunez, Darwin, Nunez, so of the rest.
Like, look, he's not a complete product yet. Like, he's still got a lot of work to do. Like, he's not fantastic. He's good. He's not fantastic.
The longer his hair, the better he gets. Have you seen his ponytail? Did you see his ponytail?
Yeah.
It's getting longer.
I was going to say, since he slapped the number 9 on his back, he hasn't started. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's alright, bro. We don't need him.
Yeah, Luis Diaz, come back into his own.
He is so good.
Well, he was injured for the back end of last season, so a lot of people kind of like... When players have long-term injuries, they kind of forget about him. And when they come back into the squad, especially at the start of a new season, they're like almost considered like a new signing. Like, it's like you're getting a player back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just looks like a new signing. Like, he just looks confident. Like...
Did you watch the highlights at least? Against Bournemouth? No, not Bournemouth.
Yeah, it was Bournemouth.
Oh, it was Bournemouth.
Yeah. I watched... I saw Diaz's goal. And I saw...
How good.
And I know. Cracking goal. And I saw the first Bournemouth goal, but after that, I don't think I saw much because I was actually watching the game.
Oh, okay.
But then I was doing I had heaps of uni work over the weekend, so I really didn't watch much football.
I'll watch. Did you see the McAllister red?
Yes.
What a joke.
Not a red.
What a joke.
Yellow,
yeah, but God, there was a more vicious tackle on my game on Saturday than that, and the ref didn't even give me yellow. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but yeah, no, definitely not
MacArthur
a red.
masterclass.
Yeah, Szoboszlai looked good.
Yeah, 100%.
But man, you guys need to shape up at the back. Oh, it's tragic. Like, it's like your best form of defense is attack right now. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like, how many goals can we score and just score more than what we concede? That's all we have to do.
Especially after conceding against that Chelsea team. After seeing them this
But
week.
Enzo bossed you guys the other week. Bossed. And then he missed that penalty this week.
Mate, it is what it is. We'll bounce back.
Mate, Wataru Endo.
Huh?
Wataru Endo, the new Japanese midfielder you've signed.
Yeah. You happy with that? You think that's good for us? You don't like it?
What the fuck? Like seriously, like, is he the answer to your problems? Like, you go and bid 115 million for Caicedo, and then you end up spending 18 million pounds on Wataru Endo. Like,
nice and cheap.
How's that jump? Going from like a 21-year-old holding midfielder to a 30-year-old holding midfielder.
I reckon you never know. We've just got to try it.
I don't know. And it's like, what's happened with Thiago? Like, is Thiago just like ghosted now? Like,
he hasn't played much, has he?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
hasn't been played much.
Like, I know you sold like your whole midfield. You basically got rid of Milner, Henderson, Ox, Keita. Now you've only got like McAllister, Szoboszlai, Thiago, Curtis Jones, and Endo.
I do rate all those players.
Yeah, I think it's a good I think you need one more.
I do rate them all.
I think you maybe need one more midfielder.
Yeah.
Because you did like just ship out like 5.
Yeah. Just keep it coming, bro. Put Trent there.
Mate, he looked awful. Oh, that
You didn't like him there?
Oh my god, that first goal that you guys conceded was entirely Trent's fault. Like literally, basically, I think Van Dijk played the ball out of the back. Trent received it on the half turn, and he just didn't turn. Like he just lost turn over the ball.
I think he just needs to get his footing there because his play style kind of suits it. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Time,
he needs to have. I feel like Trent's game is very 180 degree peripheral forward. Like he doesn't look back.
Yeah.
So like if you are taking on the half turn towards your goal and you need a turn to go the other way, he doesn't know. Like he doesn't know if he's gonna have a defender running onto him as he's about to turn. Hence why he lost the ball, turned over, goal. You know what I mean? So because he's obviously playing used to his little corner where he pushes out and he's got to just whip balls across the box or play diags and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he might just have to get shifted more to the right to where his 180 degrees forward kind of gets turned to 180 degrees.
Yeah.
Left and
his
right,
angle's opened up, but he doesn't have to do much going backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because he played his youth football as a midfielder.
Damn, so I had no idea about that.
Yeah, I think he played as a right-sided like centre mid, like in a 3.
You can tell.
Yeah, like so. Obviously, Klopp would have an idea of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but yeah. The less said about United, the better. Actually, did you see Onana against Wolves? The penalty that should have been given, apparently.
No, I didn't. Describe it to me. Paint a picture.
Basically, a ball's whipped in, and there's 2 Wolves players back post, and the ball's coming across, and Onana comes out to claim it, but instead he can't, like, because the players are there, he can't catch it. He's gone to just punch it out.
And he just gets the guy on the... Was it there?
Basically, yeah. And the ball has like kind of just gone past him, and he goes bang. He doesn't punch the player, but he just like leaps into him, and he collects like a lot of the player. Penalty or not?
Yeah, 100%.
See, a lot of people saying this, and maybe it's just because I'm a United fan, but I just don't see it because what else is he meant to do there? Is he meant to stop his run and not claim the cross, or is he just not meant to contest the ball at all?
He's meant to contest the ball legally.
But if there's 2 players obstructing the ball, like it's almost like where he wants to leap, the ideal spot to leap from, there's players standing there. You know what I mean? So he can't actually get up to the ball, but he doesn't know that until he's run out 5 meters from his 6-yard box.
But like the not being able to jump from where you want to jump from, that's the other thing. That's Wolves. Be it intentional or not, strategically it's worked out. And it's illegal to push him without the ball.
Yeah, I get that.
Out of that spot. Like it's not like NFL where you can just like push a guy out.
I get that, but it's also like if we're going cross codes, we're talking about NRL. It's almost like an obstruction for a kick. So it's like, you know, when your fullback goes
but you
up,
can do that in soccer.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, you know how your fullback goes up for a kick, like to take a catch, and you can put someone in front of him. No, sorry, no. And if someone stands in front of him,
foul, yeah.
It's a foul. That's the feeling I have for this.
But you can do that in soccer. Like you can shield it, and but like you can just stand there and not get in trouble.
No, no.
So like that's why.
But I feel like it's a weird grey area. That's all.
I think goalkeepers
because it did get VAR'd and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they said no penalty, and then apparently the referee, like the head of refereeing for the Premier League, came out and apologised to Gary O'Neill, the Wolves coach.
Apologised.
Because he said it was a penalty.
Far out.
Yeah, because Gary O'Neill in his press conference was like, Onana took my player's head off, basically. Like,
yeah, I do honestly think goalkeepers are given too much leniency when it comes to the rules. I think they can sometimes just do whatever the fuck they want. Oh,
that's fine. But yeah, no, I do agree. I think goalkeepers, yeah, they do. If it's a 50-50, it's always going to sway to the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Which is annoying as attackers. I'm an attacker in soccer, and I feel like I've gone up for headers where I've gotten my head almost punched off my shoulders, and I've not gotten anything for it because the goalkeeper's going for the ball. He doesn't even get it. He's just going for it, and I don't know, stuff like that. It's just so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like how do you even compete? Well, as an attacker, what do you do?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying the roles reverse. What's he meant to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess, mate. Devil's advocate would be the way to play this argument.
Yeah,
like,
well,
you're either right or you're not.
Because the thing is, VAR has just brought in so much of a grey area into football now. Like it's
like how offside was kind of supposed to just be like if
because what's the go with the offside rule now?
If
Now
he's
it's like
10 meters offside, and now it's like if it's that much.
Yeah, well, it's not even that now. Have you heard it's like if any part of your body is onside, you're on?
Yeah, like they're trying to change it again.
Yeah,
right?
they're trying to change again. Just leave it as it is.
I don't
But
like
I think
how it is.
I don't like VAR because it puts doubt in the referee's mind. And how are you meant to confidently make decisions when you know that a bloody replay button can just overrule you? You know what I mean? Even touchies.
What do the ARs really get paid for?
Exactly. I agree. He could literally, because they got comms, the referees have comms, people in a box could literally go, United throw in, Liverpool throw in, Liverpool corner.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even need it. And it's like, guess what? There's an offside flag, but guess what? If we don't call offside, I can check a screen anyway and look if it's offside. Like,
I don't know. Yeah. It's kind of same thing with NRL. I know we're digressing a bit about NRL.
Yeah, NRL.
What do the touchies even do?
Yeah, well, that's been talk of the town recently about NRL because you can't overrule because obviously in NRL you can kind of overturn decisions sometimes, like with captain's challenges and bunker and stuff like that. But you can't overrule a forward pass, even though a lot of the time when they are called, they're not. And a lot of time when they're not called, they are.
Yeah.
So if a referee gives try and it's a forward pass,
They can't
overrule it. It's a try. How dumb's that?
Yeah. As a Saints supporter, a couple of weeks ago against Manly, I was at the game.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've already told you this story. The video ref
Literally said...
The video ref is like, all right, we're just checking for the grounding of the ball. All right, he's grounded the ball. Like, she gets closer to the mic every time she, like...
makes a decision, yeah.
And then, all right, now we're just checking if the ball that's grounded is in the in-goal area. It is in the in-goal area. We're going to go no try. Like, what's the definition of a try? Like putting the ball down in the in-goal area. She's confirmed both those things. And she said no try. And the stadium went ballistic. And then
It was in Gong A. It was Win, yeah. And it's a cauldron down there.
My goodness. And then the refs apologized as well after the game.
That's ridiculous.
They were like, my bad, guys. And then the next week, same thing happened against bloody Rabbitohs. Not Rabbitohs.
Yeah, Rabbitohs.
Yeah, Rabbitohs, yeah. Same thing happened again. We got robbed, like, last minute.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how sport goes. It's like
it is what it is.
It's like you even want to go back to that, like the Ashes and the whole ball scandal thing.
What, the bloody sandpaper?
No. The Ashes when they England wanted the ball change because they basically sometimes balls can get out of shape.
Yeah.
So then what they do is they bring out a box of balls with the same that have been bowled the same amount of times as the one that has been used, and they brought out a box and one of the balls in there was basically brand new.
What?
And we were like 0 for 180 and then we were like 2 for 200.
Damn.
And it's like because this new ball just swings so much, like there's so much deviation once it bounces. And everyone's like, hold on a minute. It's like when we had this old ball, it just wasn't doing this. When we get the new one, which is like a shiny cherry red,
yeah,
basically brand new out of the packet, which has been bowled 30 overs apparently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
and then they apologize. It's like, brother, like get these decisions right.
Yeah, the apology thing, it takes so much away from the fans.
Yeah,
thank God it didn't happen in any of the Women's World Cups.
Oh, I'm so happy.
So far that I know, not the ones that I watched.
A lot of the refereeing decisions, at least from the games that I watched, were pretty good.
Yeah, like the way that they handled VAR and told the stadium and stuff was so good.
Actually, there was one, Spain-Netherlands. There was a penalty that got given on field and VAR overturned it. It was absolutely a penalty. Absolutely. I can't remember exactly what happened.
Did they apologise for it, or you think this is a penalty?
No, I think I was watching it while I was working, but it wasn't. I was watching on a TV because I was at a training session and this game was being played in New Zealand. And I was watching on a TV, and I was with 4 different people, and everyone consensually agreed it was a penalty. And it was just not given penalty. And the stadium just erupted. Like, on TV, you can see them in the stands in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And it's like, how? And that could have sent Netherlands through.
Could have. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But it didn't, and Spain got
Well, I think it was 1-1 at the stage, and it was in like the 80th minute.
That went to penalties, didn't it?
No, Spain won in extra time 2-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Don't quote me on. I'm pretty sure they did though.
Spain played good tiki-taka.
When do they not though?
Like men and women. It was ridiculous. The amount of common term in Australian football, triangles. Triangles, boys. Triangles, mate. The triangles.
Rondos.
Yeah. When we were watching the game, I was like, oh my God, triangles, bro. like they're making so many triangles. Yeah. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Well, the new thing in men's football, the new craze is box midfields. They play with like a 4-man midfield, but you play with like 2 forward, 2 back, and you just like tiki-taka between the 4 of you. And like Pep and Klopp, all these guys are implementing these box midfields, and they just hold the ball so well. Yeah. And that's the new tiki-taka mold. So I'm sure Spain were playing it. I wasn't paying close enough attention, but I'm sure that's what they're playing. Transfers. Any transfers you want to talk about? Any ones that caught your eye? Any ones that went under the radar? Any ones that are going to be flops? Any ones that are going to be...
I think Harry Kane will be very good for Bayern. I know we're not talking about Premier League. I mean, kind of involves Premier League.
Oh, it's football.
Yeah.
This is a sports podcast. It's not a Premier League podcast.
Slosh talks ball.
The rebrand was much needed. I'll tell you that much. But Harry Kane, you say?
I reckon he actually will be very good.
You think so?
But
he scored. He scored his first goal the other night.
It was actually right.
Yeah,
I watched those highlights and actually watched the game. But
yeah,
so unfortunate for the final that he comes and plays his first game. This is 0-3.
Brother got put on the bench just so he could count for the squad, and they lose 3-0. It's not even like it was a close game.
I know.
3-0.
So sad. And Nkunku wasn't even on that Leipzig team, was he?
Well, he's moved to Chelsea.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like Leipzig did it without Nkunku.
Yeah.
And Nkunku is the one that got him there.
Nkunku's injured for 4 months.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, not playing for Chelsea at the moment. Injured.
Chelsea. Josh O'Flynn, unlucky bra.
Yeah, that's a common Chelsea L.
That was so bad against West Ham.
But yeah.
West Ham was not that good.
Yeah, it's like Paqueta wants to leave the club, and he finished him off with a penalty as well. And
ridiculous.
It's like James Ward-Prowse whipped in that corner for the Aged goal as well. New signing. I think he'll be quality. Stable Premier League midfielder.
Yeah, what else we got?
I think there was another game. Oh, Villa won 4-0 over Everton.
Yeah, they played really well. I only watched the highlights.
I didn't watch it. I was at the final last night. So.
I watched the highlights. That was insane. The goals that they scored, and defensively, Everton were horrible.
When have they not been though? When have they been like sound defensively?
One of their, I don't know their right centre back's name that played.
Michael Keane.
It might have been. I think it might have been Michael Keane. And he basically went for a touch as the ball came into the box, and just it laid off an Aston Villa
Michael
player.
Keane.
It laid off an Aston Villa player right in front of net. It was probably one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Bro, that defense is shocking.
Yeah.
Nathan Patterson, Michael Keane, James Tarkowski, and Ashley Young.
And it's getting undone by that Villa team.
Brother, they need to get relegated ASAP.
It's getting undone by that Villa team.
Yeah.
Because Villa's not that
The
good.
midfield's not that bad, though. Onana, Decore, Iwobi, Idrissa Gueye, and James Garner. It's not that bad.
Not horrible, but didn't do too well.
Calvert-Lewin up front.
Didn't do too well. Calvert-Lewin's so bad.
He's not very good.
Had like 1 season.
Yeah, under Ancelotti.
Yeah, that's it.
When Richarlison first signed for Everton.
That's what he gets.
Yes.
What do you think about City?
I mentioned they're going to win the league again.
No, but the game against Newcastle, did you watch that?
No. As I said, I didn't watch much football over the weekend. I've been keeping up with results, but I haven't seen many goals or highlights.
Yeah.
But yeah, doesn't surprise me. 1-0. Newcastle are a good defensive team, but they're always going to leak a goal to a side like City.
Haaland missed like 3 shots on target, I think.
I've heard.
They just weren't good.
And then Alvarez finished the job.
Just banger. Classic Alvarez.
Yeah. So underrated. So good.
Ever since that World Cup, I feel like everyone's been watching him.
So good. he really like starts for almost most teams in the world. Like, you know what I mean? He's a good player. And then he's like,
It's tough to play with Haaland.
he's like, yeah, I'll sign a new contract at City, which he did after the World Cup.
Yeah.
Signed a new deal. It's like, brother, you could literally go start anywhere in the world.
His loss.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say he's lost,
City's
but
game.
he's going to win a lot of trophies.
Man City's game. Yeah, but is it really... I don't know. Is there even really winning trophies with that Man City team? Doesn't even count.
I love how like just football communities in general just like disregarded how good, like, you know.
Yeah, like that you guys can't see it. Hosh has a lot of Barcelona material in his room.
Yeah.
He like that team there, everyone knows how good that team is and everyone respects it.
The 14-15 squad, that is my second favorite team of all time.
That's the 15-16, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the year after,
Yeah.
but the year before was better.
Yeah.
Because Xavi retired.
Tuple.
That's the first season Xavi retired.
Yeah. It was honestly like everyone respects them so much.
The MSN and then Busquets, Xavi, and Iniesta.
And no one likes this Man City team.
Yeah.
No matter how good they are.
You can admire them and how good they are, but you don't like them.
Yeah. Everyone liked that team.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you're
was going to say, unless
Madrid
you're from Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. In that case, you wouldn't like them. But it's like, even I have all this Barcelona memorabilia, but I love the what's his name squad, the 2013 Madrid squad that won the 10-time, that was their 10th Champions League, the La Decima squad, that's what it was called. The
purple Ronaldo.
No, that's the like 17, 18, 19 travel squad. It's like they had like Sami Khedira and Mesut Ozil and
Oh, that was a cracking team to play with on FIFA.
yeah, and like Ronaldo and I think Bale moved that season as well. Like, cracking team.
Yeah, pretty average.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you know, the GOAT played on that team.
Ronaldo, yeah. Ronaldo fan over here, guys.
What do we think of Messi winning his first trophy at Inter Miami?
How easy. That's just too easy for him. Did
Brother, I saw this video.
you see the goal he scored in the final? Fuck. Jesus.
I saw a video of the dressing room after, and all the players with all I think they had like a Gunner song on the speaker, and it's like Messi in the corner on his phone.
They had a what on the
They're
speaker?
playing Gunner, like they're playing
Oh, yeah.
like the rapper. They're playing Gunner on the speaker, and he's just in the corner, and the caption is like, Antonio, please pick me up.
What?
It's like, brother. And also, have you seen the memes about Messi, like the autism claims?
Yeah.
Bro, they're so funny.
He's autistic, but I don't think he's like people say like he's, who cares? Like why do people keep posting about it? It's so weird. And like
Bro definitely has autistic tendencies. Like,
yeah, but like so do most people. Like he'll stand there and you won't be talking to a reporter because they're talking to someone else, and people will be like, "Oh, he's not skipping the autism claims." Like what? Why do people talk about that?
But dude, it's the fact he's just like stood there. He's like looking at the ground. It's like his head down. He's like,
and that like those photos where he posed with someone else's girlfriend on the red carpet, and he's just like he doesn't even have his hand around her or anything. Doesn't do the hand grasp.
Messi isn't real. He's actually an NPC.
He's so funny. I got to cop one of those Inter Miami Messi jerseys. They're actually so clean.
My brother got one knockoff from Thailand.
Oh, clean. He should have caught me one. Damn it. That would have been like $5.
But yeah, we keep like just like going on tangents, but like, what about transfers? Like, is there anyone's other than Kane? Like, we've mentioned Kane. Is there anyone's like, what's a transfer you hate?
You talk about one. I got to think about one while we talk about
Transfer
one of yours.
I hate. I don't like. Far out.
I don't like Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid.
He's been good though. Like,
Yeah, but I don't. I'd rather him go back to English football and do something there. I don't like. It's very the journey. From FIFA.
Alex Hunter.
It's very the journey from FIFA.
Alex Hunter.
Yeah, like what?
Get loaned out to some random ass club and then come back and just like be the best player in the league.
Yeah, like that one clip from the journey where he gets offered to go to Real and he's just like, oh Zidane,
Yeah.
Zinedine Zidane. I get to coach by Zinedine Zidane. And then like Jude's living it. Did you see him and his brother both scored 2 goals on the same day?
Yeah, Job Bellingham and Jude Bellingham.
Like, why don't they go verse each other in England or something? That'd be more entertaining.
Who's he play? Who's Job play for now?
Sunderland.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I thought I was gonna say Reading, but yeah, Sunderland sounds better. That sounds about right.
Did you ever watch that Netflix series by Sunderland?
Sunderland Till I Die.
It was horrible.
Never watched it because I got told it was horrible.
It was horrible.
My transfer I hate is Gavardio to the City.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, he didn't play too bad.
Yeah, but I still think like why?
Mm.
They've got Akanji, Ake, Stones, Diaz. They sold Laporte. Like, you know, they didn't need Gavardio
because they just have so much money.
Why don't go get another attacker? Go replace.
Get another Haaland. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like get like you sold Mahrez and he was your only traditional right-sided player.
Foden could play there.
He could, but
if De Bruyne's
he's better
not
off the
there,
left or through the middle, like as a 10.
Mm.
And then you got Grealish, and then Haaland and Alvarez. So you probably should go and get maybe a right-sided winger. Hence why I don't know why those links with Paqueta. Like, is it like, do they want to play him off the right? And I was like, then they're looking at Jeremy Doku. He'd be a good signing for them.
I have no idea who that
Belgium
is.
winger from Rennes. He played really well at the Euros for Belgium.
Oh yeah.
Yes. But yeah, he's like he's got all the like the traits to be a baller, but he's just not quite there yet. And it's like Pep would definitely get it out of him.
Just like Katrina Gorry.
Mm.
She is so good, but she just doesn't.
Baller.
She's just not there.
Baller.
She
absolute motor.
I wish she was on my team.
She's a motor.
Yeah.
Like, literally just does not stop running. Destroyer. Strings together a few good short passes. She's 31. Has a kid.
She had the kid only like not even a year before. Not even 2 years before the World Cup final.
It's crazy.
I mean, World Cup finals. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah, it's weird how they call it that. But yeah, crazy. I think.
Her like touch on the ball out of the whole Australian team.
She was the best Matilda, like out of the whole squad.
Came forward. You reckon?
No, I thought she had a red hot like 2 or 3 games, but over the course of all the games, Katrina Gorry.
Yeah, her touch on the ball and then her technique when passing it is definitely the best on the team.
Yeah, you know, I have a hot take for you, but you know your football, so I think you may agree with me. In that game against Canada.
Yep.
Caitlin Ford was by a country mile the best player on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Good.
Did she get man of the match?
No. Razzo did because she scored 2. But Razzo doesn't score those goals if it's not Caitlin Ford.
Yeah.
Because Caitlin Ford beat the player one-on-one both times, and either she knocked it across the box or she knocked it back for Catley to knock it across the box. And Razzo scored off both of them.
Their push... Like the way that when they didn't have the ball and they were pressing their defenders, did you not think that was so lazy?
I thought it was.
They were slacking.
I thought they were. It was a good press, but it's only a one person. They only have a 1-man press.
Why though?
I know it makes 0 sense.
Especially
if you're gonna press, don't do a 1-man press. Sit in deep and try and hold your line, or do a 4-man press and just choke them.
As seen with us in the semi-final, the Matildas, it's like, no offense to like women's football, but women's football is riddled with mistakes. That's how a lot of people score.
Yeah.
Why would you not try to capitalize on that as the coach and tell them to press harder?
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of Van Egmond just standing there.
Yeah.
But like standing there strategically, I get it. I understand like how to operate that press. But I think in games like that, Caitlin Ford brought the intensity and no one else did, and that's what was Aaron doing.
She's phenomenal. When she played through the middle, she's wasted. But when she plays out wide and she can isolate a fullback one-on-one, beats him every single time.
She was the only one in the semi-final that was pressing hard. Like, she actually wanted to be there. And Sam Kerr every now and then,
But Sam Kerr kind of justified that calf. Like,
yeah.
Imagine her pressing every attack. She's just bound to just, like, pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, but the thing is, I also thought, because they were playing with, like, 2 strikers, like, they were playing, like, one just sits a bit deeper, and they had Fowler deeper compared to Kerr. I would have switched them. I would have had Fowler up front so she can just be the legs and press. and Kerr just sit in, be the conductor, but she can also make that forward run to have a crack like she did.
I agree.
I wish that's what I would have seen, but obviously I'm not Tony Gustafsson, and he probably has a better footballing brain than I do.
You
so
reckon?
maybe.
You reckon? Maybe.
Does he have a podcast?
Probably.
He probably could. He'd get less listeners. No, that's
He wouldn't get Sam Kerr on there.
Yeah.
Next episode, come on, darling.
Yeah,
please.
come on. We gotta hear Sam Kerr. We need to hear our words on the World Cup.
It was alright. That was my.
Did you see me in the corner? Did you see me cheering you on?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Cheers, boss.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Shots lad.
But yeah. Now I need your signing. We keep.
I said Jude.
Oh yeah, we said Jude.
Jude Bellingham.
Yeah. What about one that's gone under the radar that you think's good?
I actually would need even longer to think about that one. Let me look at the teams first and get an idea.
Whilst you do that, I'm going to get the fixtures up for score predictions for this weekend. And I think we might wrap it up there.
Sure.
Cool. Have a think about your underrated signing.
Yeah.
One eternity later.
All right. Do you have one for me?
Yeah, I go on. Onana for United.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
He was actually not that bad. It's just your defense kind of sucks too. So he's gonna need some extra help.
Yeah, he was our saving grace against Wolves. We were so bad, but
Yeah.
he was really good. All right. We got a few games for the weekend. A few score predictions.
Few score predictions. What do we got?
Well, there's one tonight. Do you want to do that one? Because this is probably going to go out on
the Arsenal game. Crystal Palace.
This will go out after the Arsenal Crystal Palace game.
All right.
So you'll know how accurate we are. What are we thinking?
Arsenal 3, Crystal Palace 1.
I'm going Arsenal 1, Palace 0.
Really? Low scoring.
Yeah.
Why?
Arsenal get the dub. I think Arsenal are still getting used to their shape with Declan Rice and Urian Timber's out this week. Jesus is injured. So maybe a cheeky Bukayo Saka goal or something like that. I don't know. That's just my
Bukayo Saka will score.
Yeah.
I also predict that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty safe. On Saturday, we've got Chelsea versus Luton Town.
Now, here's my predicament. I don't like Chelsea. I don't think they're a good side this year. So I don't think it'll be that crazy. But Luton Town is horrible. So I'd say Chelsea 2-0.
Did you see Luton Town signed Ross Barkley?
But how random.
It's so random. Yeah. You said Chelsea 2-0?
What do you think?
Chelsea 1-0.
Yeah, I don't think they can't score that many goals.
No, they can't. Surely not. After that...
Who's home? Luton?
No, Chelsea.
There you go.
After that, Bournemouth Spurs.
Spurs 2-0.
Yeah, I was going to say Spurs 2 or 3-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ange Postecoglou.
Ange ball in full flow. I love Ange. Hate Spurs, but we love Ange. Arsenal Fulham.
2-2.
I'm going to go 2-0.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't reckon Fulham's not that bad though?
They lost me. Okay, this season they've lost Mitrovic. That's a big loss.
Huge for them.
Yeah. And they've replaced him with Raul Jimenez.
Raul.
Not the Real Madrid Raul, but Raul Jimenez. And then who else they've lost? They lost someone else. I'm pretty sure. Can't think. But yeah, I think they'll hold the L.
Yeah. Okay.
Brentford
draw.
Brentford Palace.
Brentford Palace. I say. With how Brentford have been playing 2-1 to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Brentford 2-1 as well. It's a bit boring.
Follower.
I was gonna say these predictions are pretty boring. Everton Wolves.
Everton Wolves. You go first.
0-0.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's bro. Both teams are so boring.
But Wolves. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Maybe 1-1. I reckon.
1-1.
Gotta get some goals in there.
Yeah. All right. United Forest.
I want to say 2-0
Yeah,
Forest because
yeah.
I hate United. But
Yeah.
probably 2-1 United.
I was gonna say 2.
If Bruno Fernandes can actually fucking score, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know when we get Hoyland back, but please sooner rather than later. Brighton versus West Ham.
That's tough. Because they've both been playing half decent. 3-2 Brighton.
Brighton 2-1. Burnley versus Villa.
Villa 2-0.
Burnley's first win.
You reckon?
1-0.
Ooh,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Sheffield versus City.
What do you think, bro?
5-0. Genuinely.
5-0. Is it?
It's at Sheffield United's home ground. I forget what it's called. It's Bramall Lane. That's right.
Bramall Lane. 1-1.
1-1. You think City are going to drop points to Sheffield United?
Up the Sheffield. Come on. Come on. Liverpool needs some
my
help
God.
getting there.
And probably the game of the round. Newcastle Liverpool.
I'd want to say like 3-0 Liverpool, but it's going to be 1-1.
I think it's going to be like 1-1, 2 all, or like 0-0. Like it'll be a draw, I think.
Shame.
Yeah. Because Liverpool that midfield is just not ticking.
But the forwards are.
I think you just need to give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time. But yeah. Oh, as I'm speaking about that, as I had the fixtures up, I go to change tabs and
Spanish. What does it say?
Spanish FA president pictured kissing Hermoso on Women's World Cup trophy podium.
Oh, I thought it was something new.
No, I thought it was too. But yeah.
Old news, guys. We already talked about that on the Hosh Talks
I
Balls
did not
podcast.
enjoy it.
Is that what she
Is
said?
that is that literally just sexual assault? Like,
No, because is it not a thing in South American culture? Like
yeah, that's what I thought too. But
is the lips? I mean, like, this is probably like a weird thing to speculate about two blokes that have no idea about Spanish culture, right? But is it not a thing to do that? So is her saying that she didn't enjoy that? Could that be just like a funny way of saying like, yeah, that was what an ugly, bold old man. Never touch me again, you freak. But she's not actually.
yeah,
like,
but they're calling
that
for him to
offended.
get sacked now after that. Like,
Who is though? Random people.
oh, I dare say Spaniards or like, I don't know. It's probably just people in the public.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Like, if she says, I'd like to know in what context she said she didn't enjoy that. Like, if she's like, oh, like, you know, like it's kind of like in the culture, but he is like an ugly person, and that was weird.
Yeah.
But like, if she's not that offended by it,
I feel like it might be like journos catch people off guard sometimes with things, and I'm sure it got mentioned in the mix zone last night.
Did you love it? Did you love it? I didn't really enjoy it.
Yeah, the question will be like, look like a really romantic kiss. How do we feel about this? It's like, well, I mean, I didn't enjoy it. Oh, didn't enjoy it. That's it. That's the money quote. Come on.
He's saying that, like he's not studying journalism. Like he's not going to do that.
Oh, wait, I'm not going to full exploit players and just like twist their words.
Mate, you got to make a name for
I need street cred.
Need street cred.
Yeah,
Amongst the
I want to
players.
build relationships with players.
With players. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposed to build them against them. Be one of those guys.
Oh,
That
no.
all the players hate.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. There's too many of them. Like, obviously, I'm not too exposed with like a lot of football journos, but I know heaps of NRL journos and like
Or you drop a name that you know everyone hates.
what, like of an NRL player.
No, of an NRL reporter that you know.
Nah, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that.
Surely that.
No, I am not doing that.
That would be so funny. Career over.
Yeah, that's my bridges burnt with like every NRL corporation ever.
Every Channel 9 link that he ever had, gone.
It's done. And on that note, I think that's where we're going to leave it today. Thank you for coming on, Nathan.
All good.
I appreciate it.
All
and
good.
I hope Liverpool lose this week.
I hope Man United lose this week.
Yeah, well, it probably will happen. And on that note, we'll catch you guys next time. See you.
Go the Camden Falcons.